And that's where my another company birthed, which is AI Agency.
Okay.
We take 1 hour of your time and we clone you. And it sounds like you, it looks like you. Dubai is the capital of influencers, celebrities. It's home for a lot of content that we are seeing right now. Not only Dubai, but UAE has given this platform to everyone to come and create content, which is valuable, right? MrBeast was here, met him a few days back at the Billion Summit. The business does not pay me. I can go to the court, but if I don't have a permit, where would I go?
Build public or build quiet?
Build fucking public.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Dubai Uncovered. Today, we have an amazing guest on with us here who's going to give us a lot more information and a lot more knowledge about the influencer market, the Dubai as a content destination. Welcome to our show, Ahmed. Pleasure hosting you today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. By the way, Ahmed is the owner of the fastest growing chain of studios, podcast studios within the city, by the name of PodConnect Studios.
Yes.
Ahmed, I'll leave the floor to you to introduce yourself a bit more, and then we'll go on to our conversation.
Perfect. Well, you have already mentioned our company's name, PodConnect Studio. We are also at the moment at a very beautiful studio as well. And this is what we do, right? I saw a niche in the market. We were actually, me and my clients, when we were doing production, we were using this studio and we were one of the biggest clients for this studio. It was a no-brainer for us to start our own studio chain, but there were some gaps in the market that we wanted to fill. And that's where our previous name, Alpha Podcast Studio, came to being. And now we rebranded it to PodConnect because we wanted to go global, right? We have turned this into a franchise model now, where we are actively now selling our franchises to Qatar, Saudi, and now expanding into the GCC. One thing about PodConnect is in the next few years we want to see as many studios as possible. Since now it's a model that we aced it. We have the systems in place. We have a SOP. We have a standard of shooting, and we have now created this into a franchise model who anyone can buy if he not only provides the amount that we ask for, but also provide value in terms of just like Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Sharks, they not only give you the investment, but they also give you their value, their experience, their network. And that's what we're looking for. So I do that. And I also do a lot of things in AI. And since I'm born and brought up here, I've been into this space for a while now. So yeah, that's all about me.
That's nice. So let's dive into our first question. Dubai. It's a place where influencers are coming nowadays. Yeah. Why do you think there are so many influencers suddenly calling Dubai as a home? Is it purely a strategic government support, or simply the most Instagrammable city in the world?
I would say Dubai is the capital of influencers, celebrities. It's home for a lot of content that we are seeing right now. And it's because not only Dubai, but UAE has given this platform to everyone to come and create content, which is valuable, right? MrBeast was here, met him a few days back at the Billion Summit. And we see Will Smith, we see these creators coming to Dubai, not only creating content, but living here as well. Now, there are a lot of reasons. It's tax-free. You get everything at ease. You can get permits if you apply. And obviously, we'll talk about that later in the podcast. But it's very easy to set things up here. And not only easy, but you get a network, right? So you wanted to do a podcast, you got, Trek Talks. And from there, you started your podcast. Now, I've seen this in other countries. You don't get that. In UK, especially, and I'm saying UK because I've seen this where people, if you ask them about something, they're going to be like, mate, just ask someone else. Or they're going to gatekeep. Whereas Dubai, you can network. They don't gatekeep. They push you. Everyone is on that track of hustling and getting better and better. And that's where influencers and celebrities, they thrive.
Okay.
Right? So I think that's why a lot of these influencers call Dubai their home.
Apart from the community element, like you talked about, is there some sort of government support or the push from the government that is also creating that tailwind for this industry and for the influencers that are coming here?
100%. The government here is supporting all of the creators as much as possible.
Mm.
The Billion Summit is an initiative of the government. They recently also graduated people who wanted to create content at the Billion Summit, and His Highness was there
Yeah.
to not only take a picture with them, but also to boost them and to tell them did a great job, keep on doing it. Um, Here, a lot of I think Creators HQ right now have
Hmm.
made things much more easy. Now it has become a community. You can go out there, you can take a premium membership, you can use their studios, you can get into their network, and I don't see any other country doing it. So
Hmm.
yes, government has given a lot of opportunities to expats and locals to create more content and to level up their content.
Okay, fair point. You spoke about the 1 billion followers summit, right? Yeah. Uh, is it truly the mecca of influencers, or is just something which is being publicized and it's like an overstatement?
All right.
Maybe not an overstatement, but it is something which is, too big as a name rather than the actual transactions or the processes that are
All
followed
right,
there.
let me answer you this in the most easiest way
Please,
possible.
yeah,
Right? Who's the biggest YouTuber in the world?
Mr. Beast.
MrBeast.
Yep,
Was he here at the Billion Summit or not?
yep.
So is this the mecca of influencers and content creators?
But then Dubai is known to bring in these kind of people. The celebrities, the topmost
But
guys will come to Dubai.
but not only did they bring MrBeast for the sake of bringing it,
Mhm.
they did a campaign of 1 billion kindness where you create content and they are now reaching 1 billion acts of kindness
Mhm.
with content creation. They some person just won, I believe it was a Jordanian guy who won $1 million at an AI contest, right?
Oh,
They kept this contest. Now they have another contest for X, that's sponsored by X,
yes.
Twitter. I think it's for 1 million as well, something related to content, right? So Billion Summit has now become a benchmark, or has now become where every content creator in the world look up to this event. They fly in to come to this event. So 1 billion summit has now become not just your local event, it's a global event.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
1 billion summit has taken over most of the events that happen in Dubai World Trade Center in terms of the footfall, in terms of the people that come
100%.
in, or sheer number of travelers who come in specifically for the event.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Hotels are booked. Taxi, you can buy the
you
taxi.
cannot.
You can, yeah, exactly. And I think it's similar to events like F1 or any other event. People fly in just for this event. They learn a lot. They attend the workshop.
Yeah.
They meet these people. They create content. Your favorite businesses are there. Your favorite content creators are there. And I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger. Someone asked me the other day, they brought in MrBeast. Who's next? I'm like, you wait and watch.
Who do you
You
think is next?
Someone bigger. I think they should bring Ronaldo next time. Because think about it, he is one of the biggest Instagram that also comes into content. I think Ronaldo should be the next step. I'm not gonna put the pressure on Billion Summit people,
Yeah.
but next year or the next year after, I think that's the next big thing. But look, in terms of value, they have, so they didn't only bring MrBeast. They did the campaign for 1 billion acts of kindness.
Yeah.
Whoever they bring next, the value and impact should be more. It doesn't matter if it's the most subscribed YouTuber or not. The value impact, and that's what they want to do.
Hmm.
So I think they will do something bigger than this.
So help me understand this. What is the basic reason a 1 billion summit is held every year? What is the end goal in this?
More footfall to UAE. More people coming in and understanding UAE. More people coming in and investing in UAE indirectly or directly through content creation, real estate. Because if you're here, you're going to buy real estate. If you're
Yeah.
here, you're going to rent out a home. If you're here, you're going to buy something from, and that directly helps UAE and its economy.
Mhm.
right? So, like every other event, this is also one of the biggest events in the
Right.
world that happens in UAE, and people fly in and they get to know a lot of people that I've met uh, at the Billion Summit. It was their first time coming to UAE,
Yeah.
and they were flabbergasted by seeing the hospitality, by seeing the level of content creation, by seeing the level of technology. They were like, "This is amazing!" A small piece of land. They come from US and UK, so they call us
Yeah.
small, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But they are like, their minds are blown.
Yeah.
So for them to come here and experience Dubai and UAE, I think that's what. And I assume you have seen a lot of campaigns from Visit UAE as well. All of the people
Yes.
who are doing the Billion
Yep.
Summit did the campaigns for the Visit UAE as well.
Yep.
Because, but once you come here, a lot of people now just move in. Like there are few creators that I know who came to the Billion Summit just for the sake of coming to the Billion Summit and now are living here.
Living here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then again, they're also giving creators and content enablers golden visa.
Yes. Yep.
So again, why not UAE?
Mm.
That's my answer.
Okay. Okay. So basically, this ecosystem that they've created out here, yeah, is very friendly towards content creation, towards content creators per se.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, that's where they want everybody to move in. The more content is created, the more known the city is, and the more prosperous the creators are. End of the day. Yeah.
100%.
Perfect. Coming back to another point that you mentioned earlier regarding the advertising permits. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do influencers need to obtain an advertising permit? Yeah.
Mm.
That's first part of the question. I'll come back to the later part after I know something on this.
Okay. Short answer is yes. But
Okay.
obviously, it is a podcast. We need a long answer. Look, for a long period of time, this content creation market was not regulated, right?
Yeah.
And even though, like I said before, a lot of people are coming in, if there's an ease of creating content, then there is also a loophole for scammers, for content which does not go according to our tradition, the UA
Yeah.
tradition, or
Yeah.
which is not good for kids or good for anyone to consume, comes into the space as well. What these permits or what these licenses does, and I know it's another step that we are adding, but tell me one country where rules have been made and it's been wrong for the country, where the rules have been stricken and it's wrong or it's bad for the country.
No country.
No
Yeah.
country. Rules just makes a country better and safer.
True.
With these permits, not only do you have a regulated market, you have a controlled market, and you have a much more safer market, right?
Mm.
If, for example, Waseem is selling a product, if Waseem has an advertiser permit, I would buy from Waseem.
Yeah.
But if Waseem does not have an advertiser permit, Waseem is a bit shady. I wouldn't buy from Waseem.
It gives credibility. End of
It
the
gives
day.
credibility. It's just like the real estate people.
Yeah.
If you have a RERA or
Yeah.
if you have a Turkish,
Turkish.
I would definitely invest with you.
That means it's a genuine listing.
Genuine
End of the-
listing, a genuine
Yeah.
guy, a genuine person who has been affiliated or I wouldn't say affiliated, but who has been recognized by the government.
Yeah. It's gone through the process. Yeah.
Yes. So I think it's good. I think it's good for our economy. I think it's good for the country. It's good for the people. It doesn't cost much.
Yeah.
It's 1,500 or 1,700 to get your e-traders and media permit. I tell everyone to get it,
Mm.
right? You get it, you're safe, you know your content is being uploaded, you're checked, everything's done, right? And you also get that credibility as well that, okay, I have an advertiser permit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one can. This also works for people who are doing campaign business are not paying the creators
Mm.
because they don't have a bank account or they don't have this or that. On this e-trader license, you can also open a bank account
Okay.
so it's really good. For example, a podcast person
Mm.
who's doing a podcast, he can now earn from it as well through a proper channel.
Okay.
It becomes a business.
Mm.
So I would say for anyone who is posting, who either is giving a service, but even if they're posting, they should get it.
They should get it.
Do not be in that gray area. Do not say, "Oh, it's not for me." No, it's for everyone who's posting on the internet in UAE and is publicly, directly or indirectly selling something. Should have it, right? Just to be on the safer side of the things. That's it.
But do you think it's kind of professionalizing the industry or creating some sort of restrictive practices towards creativity and posting? Because you'll always have to be very, very careful, right? What are you posting? Does
But
it remove the creative and
no.
speech freedom from that?
No, it doesn't. If you're posting something that is good and creative,
Yeah.
right? You don't have to fear anything.
Okay.
If you're posting real estate, that's good. That's your business, right?
Yeah.
What are you afraid of? But if someone is posting something shady, then they should be feared of, obviously.
Yeah.
But if you're doing a podcast, or if you're talking about mental health and you're licensed and everything is good, what are you concerned about?
No, I'm just talking about
Industry
in general. Yeah.
Now, a lot of people, they not get their e-trader license.
Yeah.
For a person who's doing a podcast and is talking about leadership or mental health or telling great facts about a country or a place or a thing, they shouldn't fear anything. But people who are doing this, which is not allowed,
Yeah.
they should definitely fear.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. You are now filtering out the people who are not required. You want to do this, go do it back home. You don't have to come here and do it.
No, in short, what I'm getting is if you are going by the rule of the land, yeah, if you're posting the right content, the best thing to do is get yourself licensed, get a permit.
Yes.
Yeah. And eventually, if you're doing something bad or you're doing something which is unethical, this is not the place. This is not the place for you.
The time I heard about the licensing thing, I was happy. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's another step. Why are they asking you to do this?" I'm like, same thing. You have now a regulated market for content creation. All of the black sheeps would be out. And that's what you want.
But there is regulation and there's over-regulation. Where do you think we are at right now?
We are now at practicing regulation. And there would be a phase where the market is regulated fully.
Okay.
And we have another podcast where we talk about it when it's overly regulated, but it's not now.
It's not right
It's
now.
not now.
So
100%. We are now in a phase where we are practicing, or we are going into a phase of regulation. This is the same situation, I think, a few years back when Turkisi number came out and everyone was like running like headless chickens. Like, "Oh, Turkisi number, how do I get it? How do I get it?" You know?
But that was good for the market.
Exactly.
It removed a lot of unqualified listings which were creating a bad name for the market. Yeah,
exactly. So it's going to do the same exact thing for content creation.
I'm all for regulation. I'm all for regulation as long as people practice it in the right way.
And do you think in real estate with Turkisi number, is it overly regulated?
No, not at all. I think there's still.
You got your answer.
I still think there's room for more regulation on that.
Yes. Regulation is never bad.
Yeah.
Regulation is never bad. But yeah.
But there are certain segments of the industry always feel that regulation will kind of be detrimental to Dubai as a content creators hub, which it has become right now. Do you think or have you spoken to people who think that way, or Dubai is eventually still going to be the ultimate destination for a content creator?
It's now going to be even better when other people find out that this market is regulated.
Yeah.
And you have a fair chance of competing. There are no scammers. There are no people who would, businesses who would rob you. Influencers would like to get their permit and work.
But content creation is a very individual business, right?
Yeah.
It's not like the financial services where you have the likes of banks and hedge funds. Those are institutes. Yeah. For them, regulation excites them to come in and enter that market.
100%.
Yeah, that's what happened with UAE, or Dubai. It got regulated. These people started coming in with their billions. Yeah, but with an individual business like a content creator, yeah, you think that will excite a lot of individual content creators to come here in
100%.
the future?
Like I said, would you you're an individual. For example, you're an
Yeah.
individual content
Yeah.
creator, right? Or I'll go for the viewers. You're an individual content creator. Would you rather work with uh, a, a business? Would they rather work with a individual content creator who has a media permit, or would they rather work with a person who does not have a media permit?
You're talking from an advertiser's perspective.
Yeah, a business,
A business
a business,
who's going to
a
be
business
spending dollars
dollars
on the content
on the
creator.
influencer, on the
Yeah.
content creator.
Yeah.
They would obviously work with someone who has an advertiser permit. Now, similarly, if I have an advertiser permit and I'm a content creator, and for example, as a business, the business does not pay me, I can go to the court, I can file a case on them, I can get my money. But if I don't have a permit, where would I go?
So you're saying,
I'm not a content creator officially. I'm not a content creator to
but
begin with.
there are contracts signed before nothing.
That doesn't.
Are you serious?
Come on.
Yeah.
You know it, and I know it. If I don't have, I don't like for example, I've signed, right?
Yeah.
And I file a case against you that, hey, you did not pay my money, and they can just go to the court and say, this guy is not even a content creator. Where is his permit?
So a very, very valid point, which everybody should note, is that once you are a licensed content creator, yeah, it
You're
gives you
safe from both sides.
Yeah. So it gives you the authority to go to court if at all, God forbid, you're not paid by your client.
Not only that, but you have you can open a bank account at WIO. You can
Yeah.
open a bank account. You can have all of your payments through a proper channel.
Mm.
You don't need to. They don't need to pay you through cash or through the shady things or crypto. They
Yeah.
can pay you in your bank account,
Yeah.
right? And
And
you
it
can have a
legitimizes
bank
your-
account statement, right?
Yeah.
And now a lot of influencers, they come up to me and say, "Hey, Ahmed, I have money in my account. It's my personal account. I cannot make. You cannot make
Yeah.
statements,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
need to show a proof of funds, where did it come from? It's really hard for me to prove this." And I'm like, get a license. Like before, I used to tell them get a trade license. Now I just tell them get an e-trader license and then get a permit, right? So again, and in trade license, it costs somewhere between 5,000 to 8,000 dirham. Now this is like around 1,700. You can,
It's 1/3 the cost.
yeah.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
this should answer all of your questions. That now this has made the process so much easier.
No, it gives a lot of clarity
Yeah,
as to how important the license is now.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Content creation in the UAE operates within a specific cultural framework.
Mhm.
Yeah. What regulation should every creator fully understand before publishing? Now, this is specific
They
to this city and
Region,
cultural.
region.
Yeah,
Got
yeah,
you, got
yeah.
you, got you. I think firstly, whenever a content creator comes in UAE, they should understand the culture and tradition of UAE. You are not in any other country. You are in UAE. You have to respect certain things,
Mhm.
right? For example, you cannot shoot in public places where other people are there. A lot of streamers have gone to jail because of this,
Yeah.
right? You cannot cuss anyone, or you cannot scam anyone, or you cannot promote gambling or certain things which are not legal in the UAE. You cannot make fun of the local dress or the local people or the royals, because why would you?
There's no need to do
There's
that.
no need to. So these things shouldn't. In fact, these things shouldn't be in the world. But especially when you're in UAE, it shouldn't be there. And these are very basic things. These are very basic things. If you are a content creator who's promoting real estate or a service or a product, you shouldn't even be worried about these things, because these things you wouldn't do regardless.
But you wouldn't do this anywhere in the world as well, right?
100%.
These are basic
But
things.
thing is,
It's not.
but there. See, so in the UK, I see a lot of Brits. They make memes on the Queen.
Yeah.
they make fun of the King. You don't see that here. Why? Because there's a respect. It's not because, yes, it's not allowed 100%, and it shouldn't be allowed. But it's also there's respect, and not only the royal family or the the leaders here have made their respect, but it's also illegal.
No, but I'll just add one point to what you're saying. This country, this city, and the leaders of our city have given us so much that I don't think anybody in their right mind would actually want to say
Yeah.
anything about
Yeah.
anything bad about them. Because
Okay, and but for example, the people who are traveling and coming here, right? Even for them, even for them, like there are a few controversies that happened where a content creator created a
yeah,
video
yeah.
on the Royals, and because he was sitting in India and doing it,
There
right?
was another creator who said something bad about the city. A
Yeah,
well-known podcaster.
yeah.
I forgot the name.
And Ahmed bin Sulaim called him out as well.
Yeah,
Ahmed,
exactly,
yes.
exactly.
So it was so double standard, and so I think his name is Chris.
I forgot his name.
He's a
but,
famous podcaster.
He's a
He
famous
did-
podcaster. Yeah.
So he said something about Dubai, that Dubai is not the best place and it's fake. Something along the line.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know the exact person. And then Ahmed bin Sulaim wrote him a letter and said, "Hey, I would love to show you the city of Dubai. You're
Right.
welcome to come, and I want you to really see it. But it's I see double standards because you say this, but you're also doing an event in Sharjah or the Abu Dhabi as well.
Absolutely.
So come on, you're taking the money from here, but you're also saying something that's not even true
Exactly.
about Dubai, right? If you want to talk about Dubai, and for people who are watching this, Dubai is a reflection of yourself. This is what I tell everyone. You're good, you meet good people, you see good things. You're bad, you see bad people. And this is where everywhere you go, right? You get into these places, you get into stuff that you shouldn't be getting into.
Association. That you
It's
have.
association, right?
Yep.
So it's a reflection of yourself, right? I'm like, look at us. We are attracting the positive people. We are attracting like-minded people.
Yeah.
Why? Because we have been staying positive. We have been in the good side of, I would say, we don't harm anyone. We don't scam anyone. We don't if you do that, then 100% you are. You might get caught, or you would have a bad experience.
Essentially, we're focused on what is good for us in the legitimate manner. Yeah, we're not doing anything bad, anything wrong for the city or the country or anything. Yeah. One thing I want to emphasize more on is podcasting.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
That's my forte.
That's your forte. So I'm going to spend a lot more time on that particular topic. Yeah. It's booming right now.
Yes.
Yeah. You look at multiple people starting their podcasts. Yeah. And everybody's doing good, not to say. Yeah. Do you think this is sustainable, or is just the temporary hype, like everything with every technology, with every new social media or a kind of a marketing platform or a social platform? This is just hype, and this will kind of have its own slow death.
Perfect. Before I answer this, I want to know, why did you start this podcast?
So, podcast for me is essentially to talk about the city. Yeah. This
Perfect.
city. Yeah.
Perfect. Do you think anyone else is doing the same exact thing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah. But I can tell you, there are people who are doing what
But
you're
not
doing.
specifically talking about only the city. People then kind of divert into
real estate, divert
Yeah.
into leadership, divert into
exactly.
this. Right. Now, this is where your answer lies. There are a lot of people who are doing podcasts about Dubai, but there are people who are doing it in their own way, or with a different narrative, or with a different angle, right?
Yeah.
Now, whenever I give a workshop, I tell people, do a podcast with purpose.
True. Yeah.
You can have two mics and people can start yapping, right? But a podcast with purpose is what really drives and takes you to a different level, right? On top of it, yes, this is now Dubai in general, or UAE or the Middle East is now the capital, becoming the capital of podcasters. You're seeing a lot of podcasters fly in here and do their podcast.
Yeah.
Right. It's because of the facility that the country has created. It's because a lot of guests or a lot of like-minded people are already here. So you would see this market grow, and you would see this market grow a lot in this region, definitely. When I started studios, and I told this on the Billion Summit stage as well, it was like selling masks during COVID.
Okay.
It was such, it was like selling hot buns
Mm.
after school. It was that crazy, and it still is. In terms of hype, it is it is not hyped at all. It's just a form of content that's gonna go as long as possible, but it's gonna change and it's gonna be different. And I'll tell you how it's gonna be different. I know this conversation is gonna get a bit longer, but
No, no, please go ahead.
uh, a lot of now it's gonna move into a direction of AI, where
Mm.
you'll see a lot of AI podcasters. But now you would also see the people who are like us, who are doing in-person podcasts, would now make their podcasts more creative. I listen to a
How
lot
would
of
that be?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and now I see a shift as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After this, we have a quick fire round
Yes.
segment,
Yep.
right?
Right.
A few years back, we wouldn't have seen this.
Yeah.
Why do we have this?
Because of this guy.
Because of this guy, but also he knows this is trending.
Yeah.
He knows this is working.
Right.
And he'll probably do a few more things later down the line because that's working.
True.
Now, podcast is going to change, and it's going to be there's going to be variation, there's going to be more creativity, there's going to be more things which are going to make it move to a different level. But podcast is here to stay. It's not a hype. It's something that people should get onto if they have a purpose and if they want to speak, or if they want their voice to be out there, right? I don't recommend podcast to anyone who does not have purpose. Could also be friends talking. That's an amazing podcast. I would love a podcast about two friends just yapping about their day, but it's a purpose, right?
Yep.
But without a purpose, you shouldn't start a podcast.
But it's not going to get the right audience, right? It's just not about yapping. Like you said, it has to have a purpose. Yeah.
Yes.
And nowadays, I'm seeing a lot of people move away from regular television
Mm.
to YouTube and specifically podcasts. and
Podcast.
Yeah.
100%.
Have you seen that trend?
I'm the prime example. I listen to podcasts and I enjoy it. So if there's a trending topic, automatically people will now start bringing them to their podcast.
Yeah.
So I'll just watch the podcast instead of watching the news or the interview.
I'll give you an example within my house. My son,
Hmm.
while doing maybe math or maybe doing his workout, he's listening to a podcast rather than music or traditional things that
Hmm.
teenagers do.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm seeing a lot more growth for podcasts, a lot of room for growth as well,
Hmm.
so to speak. Yeah, as long as it's informative. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not just yapping. I think there's a lot of value that you can add through your medium of a podcast.
100%. 100%. I think podcast is here to say it's a form of content that's going to stay, just like short form content, long form content, vlogs. It's going to stay, but it's obviously going to develop and move into different creative niches. But it's a form of content that's going to stay for a long, long, long time.
Okay, fair enough. In 2026, yeah, do you think a professional, whether you're selling anything, yeah, do you think it is necessary to have a personal brand, or digital visibility is not for everyone? Do you think it's a necessity, or is okay if you don't have one, that's fine, not the end of the world?
Well,
I know you're not the
no, I'm the best person. That's why I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm the best person to answer this question, because I'll tell you why. Since doing this podcasting for more than 2 years, there were a lot of people who were coming up to me and telling me, Ahmed, we want to be out there, but we don't have time, or we're camera shy, or we don't want to show our face. And that's where my another company birthed, which is AI agency,
Okay.
where we take 1 hour of your time and we clone you,
Mhm.
and it sounds like you, it looks like you, it has the same hand movements like you, it has the same hand gestures like you, and that clone creates content, right? To answer your question, personal branding is the most important thing from 2026 to I think 100 next years and or moving on forward, right?
Mhm.
Every person, they would rather buy from a personal brand who's, for example, I would rather buy Prime than Gatorade because they have made Logan and KSI
Yeah.
have made a personal brand around that, right?
Yeah.
Because I know, okay, I've been watching them, so I'll just buy Prime. It's their brand,
Mm.
support the boys.
Yeah.
So, if, for example, you have a personal brand and I want to invest, I'm gonna invest with you, so I can flex to my friends. Hey, you know who I bought my property from?
Mm.
Waseem. You saw him. He got XYZ followers. He's big on social media. He has that podcast. That's why personal brand is important. It's now it's part of your business. If you're not creating personal brand, for example, you don't want to be on camera, have your clone. You don't want to be even clone, have a person who represents your company. Have a mascot. Have a mascot, but have that brand identity. It's good to have a personal brand,
Mm.
but if you can't have that, have a brand identity where someone is creating content for you, which looks raw, which looks normal, which humans like us who are scrolling through Instagram and TikTok can actually uh, consume it. And that's why this is very important.
I agree with your point, but my question here is very simple. It's that a lot of what is shown on social media
Hmm.
is actually not the actual
Hmm.
thought process that the individual thinks, right?
Hmm.
He could be a personal brand, have 100,000 followers or 200,000 followers, but
Hmm.
he's trying to sell you something end of the day.
Hmm.
He's not giving you his genuine opinion.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
My problem lies with that. Yeah.
What's your problem?
My problem is that people are not genuine on social media. They portray an image which is not true.
Okay. Can you tell if a person is genuine on social media or not?
Within my industry, I can.
Within your industry, you
Within
can?
my industry,
Okay.
I can. Yeah.
A lot of people can tell if someone is being genuine or not.
Yeah.
If someone is playing a character, which a lot of these influencers or content creators do, nothing wrong in it. Like at this point, you should understand. They're doing it
So
for
essentially,
views.
it's an act.
It's an act, right? They're actors. So since now we have moved to the point where there were films and there were actors in the film, now we have actors on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
We have actors in real estate.
Yeah.
We have actors in all of these different niches. So treat them as actors and actresses. Don't treat them.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But when you put them on a pedestal,
Yeah.
and then say, okay, like you said initially, right now, 2 minutes back, that people will go and boast that I bought it from this person. You see
Yeah.
how much following he has.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. Okay, you bought from somebody who's
Yeah.
the voice of the industry, who has a voice, who has a following. But it's not the be all and end all. There are many, many other good people as well
Yeah.
who are off social media.
Yeah.
But if not more, at
Yeah.
least equally good at what they do.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. So I had a client of mine who's doing podcasts with us. He's a doctor.
Yeah.
And when he initially came to me and he was like, I know I'm very well certified. I know I'm the best. But people are not, coming to me. They're coming to this Instagram doctor, right?
Yeah. There you have it.
I'm like, get your shit together and deal with it. Because this is the reality. This is the reality now. That get your shit together, create content. Now he's creating content
So
with us.
essentially, for the audience, the message is whether you like it or you don't
Whether
like it,
or
you
not,
have to do it.
You have to do it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Get your shit together and do it. So it's unfortunate or fortunate, but if you're an expert, in all fairness, no one gives a shit. You have to be an expert and you have to be on social media.
No. My point is a little different. You have to be an expert in social media rather than what you're trying to sell. Plain and simple.
But then okay, you're correct. But then when people start getting your service and they realize or they find out you're not that good as you, then obviously they leave reviews and they leave. So again and again, coming back to the point where now the market is regulated, so they can
Yeah.
file a case against
Exactly.
you. So if you're someone who's watching this right now, I would say not only be good at what you're doing, but also be on social media. And if you cannot be on social media, make your clone. Or if you cannot make your clone, then have a mascot. If you cannot do that, then have a representative. But be present on social media. In this era we live in, doesn't matter how good you are, as long as you're not on social media as well. You need to be good, and you need to be on social media.
Presence is very, very important.
Very important.
That's a valid point. Now let's go to the entertaining part of the segment.
Let's go.
Of the podcast.
The short form.
The real short form.
Yeah. Let's go.
The rapid fire.
Let's
okay. You know the format.
Yeah. Just shoot.
The first thing that comes to your mind. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Dubai, opportunity or illusion?
Opportunity.
Network or capital?
Network.
Well, influence or authority?
Authority, because it can get you influence.
Okay. But vice versa as well, right?
Authority first.
Okay. Speed or precision?
Speed. Always speed.
Hype or strategy?
Strategy.
Strategy, yeah. AI or human creativity?
AI. I know it's going to be controversial, but AI.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Build public or build quiet?
Build fucking public. 100%.
Rent a lifestyle or build legacy?
Build a legacy. All right, let's go.
Expo legacy or future vision?
Future vision.
One word that defines Dubai in 2026.
I got 3. Scale. Perfect.
Excellent. But that's not only for 26.
Yeah,
that's
I think 2026
for the next 22 decades.
You know, I'm going to put this on the podcast. 2026 is the year that I'm getting married. That's one thing.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. But whoever I've spoken to, they tell me this thing. Me and Waleed had this conversation. I'm having this conversation. It genuinely feels like 2016, because 2016, you go back 2016 in terms of entertainment, in terms of a lot of people's life. It was a good year, right?
Mhm.
Pre-COVID, pre-COVID, a long time ago, very chill. I feel like 2026 is going to be a big year for a lot of people. It's going to be a life-changing year for a lot of people. It's going to be one of the best years for a lot of people. And if it's, God forbid, if it's bad, then also it's good for you, because it's a lesson for you. And you can go even bigger in 2026. So 2026 is going to be, because I just feel it. I haven't felt this about any other year.
Mhm.
Moving into 2026 was crazy. Personally, for me, for the people around me, for different businesses, for companies, for the country. I don't know if you agree with me, but 2026,
No, I agree.
2026 feels so different. It feels good.
No, I agree. Every year brings you that element of excitement, that element of doing something better this year
I
than what
agree,
you were
but
last year.
I agree, but 2026 is different.
Yeah. Hopefully,
2026
inshallah.
is different.
Hopefully,
it's different.
inshallah, it's good for
different.
everyone.
For everyone. It's gonna be an year which makes and scales up a lot of companies, a lot of people in their own different ways.
I mean, the sheer number of people coming in here, I'm sure everybody is here for a reason.
100%.
Pleasure talking to you.
No,
it was
a pleasure.
very,
This
very
was fun.
insightful. And thank you for your time.
No, thank you. Thank you for calling me. I think this was good. I think we should do another one.
Definitely.
And
Definitely. This was very insightful.
Off camera as well. This was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Thank you for your time, and see you until the next episode. Please like and subscribe.